Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Welcome to the 15-year anniversary of the Next Generation Indie Book Awards. My name is Catherine Goulet, and I am one of the two co-founders of this awards program. And you'll be meeting my other co-founder in just a little bit. And I am very honored and excited to be here celebrating with you this evening. We have a very special evening planned, and with it being our 15-year anniversary, this is our most special awards gala we've ever had. And having you part of it makes it even that much more special. So thanks for coming this evening. Now, our whole purpose this evening is to recognize, honor, and award you for the most outstanding independently published books of the year. So congratulations. This year we had entries from thousands of individuals from 61 countries around the globe, from all 50 states and from 9 of the 10 provinces in Canada. We are truly an international awards program. So we have a special shout out and thanks that I'd like to give to our esteemed team of expert judges who had the very difficult task of selecting the top books from an excellent array of outstanding books that were entered this year. So I'd like to say a big thanks to them. Also, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank our amazing team who worked tirelessly to put this awards program on this evening, particularly our awards coordinator, Shelley Anderson, who many of you will have come in contact with. Thank you, Shelley. Also, I'd like to thank my co-founder, Marilyn Allen. Without Marilyn, we would never be here this evening. Marilyn. And the co-chair, Kathy Keats, who is at that table as well. Thank you. And you'll hear more from each of these extremely talented and very smart women a little later on. Plus, I'd like to take this time to express my gratitude to our whole team that worked together to make this such a special event. And that's including Mike, Lolly, Tags, Ashley, Megan, Beth, John, Karen, Eric, Heidi, Chris, Kyle, Ray, Bill, and Peter. A huge team, and they put it all together. So thank you for all your contributions. Okay, so before we get started with the awards presentations, I'm actually going to share with you how this evening is going to unfold. So you'll get a good idea of how this is going to look. Let's flip the page. So we will have two MCs with us this evening, and you'll see both of them here on stage with me right now. They'll be Lolly DeYoung and Ashley Belote, who you will be meeting shortly. Lolly and Ashley will be announcing the 2022 winners and finalists who are present tonight. Is there too much feedback coming from the microphone, or is this okay?
It's okay.
It's okay. Awesome. Everyone can hear?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll just repeat that again. Lolly and Ashley will be announcing the 2022 winners and finalists who are here this evening. And they will be announcing these winners and finalists in alphabetical order based on the title of your book. So if your book starts with A, expect to be one of the first honored. And throughout the evening, interspersed, we will be announcing the grand prize winners. Now, those grand prize winners will not be announced in alphabetical order. We will be starting with the third place grand prize winners all the way up to very back, if you can see that black table, there's a number of books already there. If you have a second copy of a book that you would like to put out, you'd like people to see what you've done, feel free to put your book on the table. And at the end of the night, if you put a book down, you can take any of the books that are there. It's similar to like a book swap with these professional award-winning authors. So it's a really awesome way to get your book seen as well. And we also have a map near the front door. If anybody hasn't had an opportunity after the awards presentation, feel free to put a pin in. We'd like to know where you're coming from. And in fact, I've met a few people here from London, Australia, from all over the States. So it's really exciting to see people have come from all over the globe for this evening. And I'd like to now start by thanking our award sponsors this year. So our first sponsor, our platinum sponsor, is IAP Career College. And our gold sponsor this year is Mindster Media. Our silver sponsor, Outskirts Press. And our bronze sponsors are Author Connection with the lovely Beth Coleman-Werner here, if you want to put your hand up. So getting back to our winners and finalists. Now it takes an incredible amount of time, dedication, effort, and talent to put together an award-winning book. And you have done that, and we applaud you. We celebrate you. We're here to honor you this evening. So congratulations. So if you can please join me now, Marilyn and Kathy, if we come to stage, we would like to do our first toast of the evening to everyone. So if you have a drink, grab one. So could you please join us now in congratulating all of the 2022 winners and finalists of the Next Generation Indie Book Awards for your outstanding achievement. Congratulations! Okay, it's my pleasure now to introduce you to our first MC of the evening, Ashley Delote. Ashley is an award-winning picture book author and illustrator who also studied traditional animation under the direction of the legendary Don Bluth. Some of the titles Ashley has worked on, either as an illustrator or an author, include Frankenstein and Balance Slime, The Me Tree, and her latest book, it's the most gorgeous book, Listen Up, Luella. Now, besides having some of her books published by an esteemed indie publisher, Ashley has also been published by Macmillan and Penguin. Welcome, Ashley.
Thank you so much, Catherine. I'm honored to be here today and to be your MC this evening. Congratulations again to each one of you. I know how much work it takes to make a book, so congratulations again. All right, we will be starting the presentation of winners and finalists, but before moving forward, we'd appreciate if you could please put your phones on silent so that we don't have any interruptions. I just checked mine. And like Catherine was saying, we will be announcing our winners and finalists in alphabetical order based on the title of your book. So if your book title starts with A, you'll be first. If your book starts with T or the, you'll be up later in the ceremony. When your book is announced, please make your way up to the stage and you will receive a medal for each category you've been placed in. Please come up on your right side of the stage and either our founders, Catherine or Marilyn, or co-chair, Kathy Teets, will be presenting you with your medal and shaking your hand. And John is going to actually demo this for us. John, please come up and accept your medal. Yes, follow the arrows. Oh, very well done, John. Congratulations, John. Very well done. And please make the stage. Was that not the most graceful thank you I've ever seen? Oh, thank you. So as you exit the stage, feel free to wave at my cell phone right there and say hello to the world. And just again, be mindful of the tripod that's set up over there. If your book has placed as a winner or finalist in more than one category, we will be presenting you with all of your medals at once when your book is announced. After all medals and awards have been handed out, we will then have our two photographers come on stage to take photos of all winners and finalists. All right, so the moment we have all been waiting for, we will now begin announcing the winners and finalists of the 2022 Next Generation Indie Book Awards. All right, first up, Adara Sonder by Mark Alexander McLeish, illustrated by Mark Alexander McLeish. Curious Corbin Publishing. This was a finalist in the science fiction category. Next up, Anne Raise Hell by C.D. Tony Hilton III. Finalist in the second novel category, published by Headline Books. Are You Okay? The Carryover of Kindness by A.S. Drayton, illustrated by Luce, self-published. This was a finalist in the African American nonfiction category and a finalist in Memoirs Other. We next have Art Words by Beatrice Robles, illustrated by Beatrice Robles. This is a finalist in the Specialty Novelty Book category. Congratulations to our first 4 winners and finalists. I am now pleased to introduce you to my co-MC for the evening, Lolly DeYoung over there. She is an experienced writer and editor. She is the founder of Birthing Magazine, now in its 26th year of publication, where she remains an advisor. Her published academic writing focuses on corporate social responsibility, executive decision-making, and using social media to advance corporate social responsibility. Welcome, Lolly.
Thank you so much, Ashley, and I would also like to express my sincere congratulations to everybody. It's just fabulous to be here with you this evening, celebrating the 15th anniversary of the Next Generation Indie Book Awards. I'll move on to the next finalist. Bilby Bakes a Pie by Kathleen, illustrated by Kathleen, published by Kathleen. This is the finalist in the Children's Picture Book Illustration Best Illustrator category. Blood Before Dawn, Book 2 of the Gun Beetles of Liberia series by Daniel B. Meyer Jr., illustrated by Rosanna Kelleher, EQB Publishing, finalist in Historical Fiction 1900s. Blue Ocean Bob Discovers His Purpose by Brooks Oldbreeze, illustrated by Kevin Keel, Children's Success Unlimited, LLC. This book was a winner for Best Overall Design Fiction. Brain Dance by Diane Grimmer Wilson, published by Lancaster, finalist for Best Cover Design Non-Fiction. I would now like to invite Catherine to introduce her co-chair, Kathy Teets.
Thank you, Lolly. I am thrilled to be introducing you to my co-chair, Kathy Teets, a very talented, very smart woman, and past winner of the Independent Publisher of the Year. Kathy Teets is the owner and publisher from Headline Books. She's an independent publisher who has been publishing books since 1985 and is the founder and president of Headline Books. Kathy's company's books have won and gives authors an opportunity to expand to a global market for sales and appearances. And you'll hear more about that from Kathy. I'm thrilled to announce my co-chair, Kathy Teets.
Thank you, Catherine, and congratulations to all of you here on your fantastic new awards. COVID has created a lot of bad things, but also a lot of good things. One of those was Zoom in the books. So I just want to say a few words about your fabulous book covers. I mean, you'll watch these books go by on the screen, and they're fantastic. And one of our challenges that have come from COVID is book design, because now we're competing, that's big, mainly online, rather than 6 feet away on the bookstore shelf. So you have to keep that in mind, and these people have. And that helps you win awards. So I want you to remember that now and forever, you are an award-winning author. Put it on your business card, put it in your email signature, and put it on your website. Congratulations.
Kathy is also my mother. Makes me very proud. All right, we are going to go ahead and continue on. Next up, we have Coming Alive by Anne Erardi, Shanti Arts. Winner in the LGBTQ+ category. Congratulations. Next up, Critical Masses, Who Wins, Who Loses, Who Decides, by Julie Banks Lewis, JBL Press. This was a finalist in the social change and a finalist in the social justice categories. Congratulations. Next up, we have Dead Mom by Michael E. Ginsberg, EQB Publishing. This was a finalist in the general nonfiction novel 70,000 to 100,000 words category and winner in thriller. Next up, we have Easy Marks, Cracking a University's Academic Integrity Con by Catherine Wagner, Sunlight Works Publishing. This was a winner in the social justice category and a winner in the young author written by an author under age 25. Congratulations. I'm now going to pass it back over to my co-MC Lolly to continue.
Thank you, Ashley. Our next winner is Edu Chameleon. Leverage 7 dynamic learning zones to enhance young children's concept-based understanding by Lily Ann Kriegler, Ultimate World Publishing. And this book won in the category of education, academic, nonfiction. The next is a finalist in 2 categories: Expecting Mountains, Overcoming the Overwhelming Lows in Life, by Shanwal Pazzi, illustrated by Eunice L. Indami, Pazzi Global LLC, and the finalist in the of the evening. John.
Very gratifying to see so many great books. I have the privilege of announcing the 6 grand prize winners. There's first, second, and third place in each of the fiction and non-fiction categories. The first one I'll be announcing tonight is the third place grand prize winner for fiction. And that comes with a $500 cash prize. And the winner is Threads West series. Book 1, Threads West, an American saga. Book 2, Maps of Fate. Book 3, Come Gray. Book 4, Moccasin Track. And this is by Reed Lance Rosenthal from Sastrugi Press. Reed was expected to be here this evening, but unfortunately has not arrived yet, so we'll gladly accept that on his behalf. Also a winner in the series category. The next is the third place grand prize winner in non-fiction, also with a $500 cash prize. And the winner is Sneaker Law. All you need to know about the sneaker business by Hannah and Jared Wilson from Sneaker Law. Overall design for non-fiction, best winner in the business category, and also a finalist in the specialty and novelty book category.
Thank you. It's a lot of link here. First, I'd like to acknowledge my business partner and co-author, Jared Goldstein, who couldn't be here tonight because he just had a beautiful baby girl. So let's give them all a shout. So Jared and I felt very playing our book. Which is really, if you know about writing a book, is the real work. And it's a more difficult role for sure, but it's certainly rewarding, as you all know. Sneaker law is now being taught and is required reading at Harvard Law School, at Parsons School of Design, and many other prestigious schools across the country. We're very proud of that. But what's more important is that we're inspiring a whole new generation of entrepreneurs, which is fitting for this award. So we're grateful to the Next Generation Indie Book Awards for this honor and these achievements, and I want to thank all of you out there for your achievements and independence. Thank you.
Congratulations. All right, next up we have More Busting Bad Guys, True Crime Stories of Cocaine, Cockfights, and Cold-Blooded Killers by Mark Langan, MTL 838 LLC. Winner
by Moses D. Howe, illustrated by Angelina Valieva, Fatherless Fathers Publishing, a poem publisher in print. And this was a finalist in the Children's Educational Picture Book 6 years and up category. Congratulations. We're now going to pass it back to Kathleen Lulay to introduce Marilyn Allen.
Thank you, Lolly. I just wanted to remind everyone before I announce my amazing co-founder, Marilyn Allen, that we do have Facebook Live going here. So if you do come up on stage, feel free to go straight to the camera, do a little wave. We'd love to see you. So it's my pleasure now to introduce my co-founder, Marilyn Allen, literary agent. Marilyn has a wealth of experience with major publishers and best-selling authors. Marilyn is the founder and president of the Allen Literary Agency, and she reviews all of the winning books that are winners at the Next Generation Indie Book Awards for possible representation. Now, before starting her own literary agency, Marilyn held senior positions in sales and marketing with several major New York publishers, including Penguin Books, Simon & Schuster, and she was the associate publisher and senior vice president for HarperCollins. She has a wealth of experience. It is my honor to introduce the incredible and multi-talented and biggest, kindest heart, Marilyn Allen.
I've been selling and marketing books for, I almost told you the number, but as the kids today say, a minute. I've been doing this a minute. I cannot, I almost gave away the number, not going to happen. I cannot remember seeing such a wonderful batch of books. My husband, who's in the audience, thank you for coming, will tell you, there he is back there. Piles and piles of books came in, and I'm in my glory. I'm like rolling around, I'm reading all your books, I'm savoring them, I'm sleeping with them, they're all over the house. I have loved every minute. And the fact that this is not a Zoom call, I'm seeing all you wonderful people in person, I just want to give you all a hug. I'm so happy when I'm with writers and illustrators, so thank you. And the Next Generation team, of course. So just a couple things I want to share with you. The book business is going through a weird time. Who's noticed? Yeah, odd, right? Odd. But I think in many ways very beneficial for small presses and privately published people. The American Publishing Association now reports over half of all books were sold online. Some genres is 80 to 90%. So I think that's good news for you guys because you don't need big sales departments, you don't need distribution companies, big ad budgets. You just need to be really savvy about what it takes to sell books online. So I've been told to keep it short. I'm a big talker. I'm going to give you just a few little Marilyn Allen pointers to take home that I think will help you sell more books. Oh, and by the way, books were up 9% last year over the year before, so people are reading. Publishing used to be a promise-driven business, and now we're finding older books sell like crazy. There's no such thing as like a new release, so don't you ever stop marketing and selling your books. So that's good news. So a couple things. You really need to be sure your Amazon page is killer, folks. So the minute you can, get this award on your author page, get it on barnesandnoble.com. And bookshop.org. Who's using bookshop.org? Yeah, okay, that's the best kept secret around. Bookshop.org is an international web connecting all independent bookstores. So blast this news out that you're an award-winning author. Be sure it's on your Amazon page. Readers are finding your books these days by search engine words. So learn about search engine words and check your search engine words. There's lots of ways to enhance that. Be sure every word relevant to your book is up there. I work with my authors all the time. I'm working on a finance book this week, and we just added Wall Street and inflation, and just add more words so that readers searching will find writers buy books, readers love writers, and the more you can show your book, the more people are going to be aware of your brand. Do you know there were 304,000 new books published last year? Only 1% sold over 5,000 copies. I think everybody in the room could sell that many. I really do. So making the personal challenge to get into that 1%. I am so proud of you. I'm so happy to be here. And if I can ever help you, I'm an email away. I mean that. So let me get my little champagne because I want to do a little one more toast so I can get drunk. No. This wonderful group of 2022 winners. I'm so proud of all of you and happy to be here. Cheers. I raise my glass to you.
Thank you so much, Marilyn. Marilyn is a rock star. All right, next up we have She Rises, Overcoming Sexual Abuse and Domestic Violence, What All Women Want to Know by Kayla Hayes and Alyssa Devine and Personal Power Press. This was a winner in Women's Literature Nonfiction. Congratulations. Next up, Smoke Screen, What the Marijuana Industry Doesn't Want You to Know by Kevin A. Savitt, PhD, published by Forefront. This was a finalist in the ebook nonfiction category and a winner in social justice. Survivor's Guilt, Essays on Race and American Identity by Arthur Bethany White, New Rivers Press. This was a finalist in the African American nonfiction category. Congratulations. Systematic Land Theft by Jillian Hishaw Esquire, cover illustration by Jillian Hishaw, 30,000 Acres Press. This is a finalist in the African American History and Culture category and a finalist in the BIPOC, the Black, Indigenous, and/or Persons of Color categories. Congratulations. I'm going to hand it back to Lolly to finish up with this section.
Thank you, Ashley. The Art of Reassembly by Peg Conley, She Writes Press. This book was a finalist in Memoirs, Overcoming Adversity, Tragedy, and a winner in Parenting and Family, Nonfiction.
not able to join us tonight, so we'll accept that award on their behalf. And that award is presented from Leinster Media. Back to Ashley.
Thank you, John. Next up, the Lead Heads Pencil Blog, Volume 7 by Jonathan A. Bealey, self-published. This was a finalist in the Writing, Publishing, Nonfiction category. Congratulations. The Lives of Diamond Bessie by Jody Hadlock, Spark Press. This was a finalist in the Paranormal and a finalist in the Suspense categories. Congratulations. The Only One by Kaylee Duda, illustrated by Kaylee Duda, Spirited Muse Press. This was a finalist in the Young Author Written by Underage 25 category. The Prisoner and the Executioner by Katie Ryan, Atmosphere Press. This was a winner in the Inspirational Fiction category. The Social Chameleon by Alex Ross, illustrated by Danny Pitchergast, Paper Animal Press. This was a finalist in Children's Picture Book Illustrations for Best Illustrator. Congratulations. All right, I'm going to pass it back over to Lolly.
Thank you, Ashley. The next book is Twin Power, The Best Snow Day Ever by Benjamin and Kiana Young, illustrated by Emery Cobb, Twizzler Bees Entertainment LLC. And this book was a finalist in the Activity Book All Ages category. Okay, the next finalist is returning after being here in 2016. Under the Dippy Tree, True Love Needs No Reason by Michael Solomon, published by Booklocker. And this book was a finalist in general fiction novel, under 70,000 words. Our next book was a finalist in 2 categories, Waiting for Rainbows by Ashley Barraby. The first category was biography, and the second was general nonfiction. Women and Mixed Race Representation in Film, 8-Star Profiles by Valerie C. Gilbert, McFarland and Company, Inc. Publishers. And this was a finalist in the African American History Culture category. You Can't Blame the Flower by Ruthie Stevens, Flourish Arts Press, which was a finalist in the COVID-19 pandemic category. And now I'd like to invite John Dugala to announce the first place grand prize winners.
Well, again, here we go with the first place grand prize winners. Firstly in the fiction category, this is with a $1,500 cash prize. And the winner is The Forest Girls, With the World Always, by Sissel Wag, illustrated by Anna Maria Kozma from Lulu Press. And this book also placed in the following category, Children's Picture Book, 0 to 5 years, which was the winner. We have a video from the author, Sissel, and Molly will play that video now.
Thank you so much for this award. I'm truly honored, and I'm just sorry I can't be there with you in person. I just want to say a few words about Forest Girls, With the World Always. It's a story about practicing kindness to all people, to forests, animals, and ecosystems every day. It's about connections, as well as the power of one act of kindness, followed by another, followed by another. Through our connections, positive ripple effects can flow, improving everything, including in the natural world on which we rely. The Forest Girls message seems right in this moment. Don't give up on kindness, don't give up on hope, and don't give up on one another. Take action to make the world a kinder place for both ourselves and the natural world every day. I want to thank the judges of the Next Generation Indie Book Awards for this honor. I'm truly grateful. And I want to just say it's a wonderful honor to put forward a story about girls and their strength and power to affect change together, as well as about climate change and taking action to address it by regenerating forests and natural ecosystems. It's a story of my life, and I hope you'll join in. Thank you so much for this honor.
And now the first place grand prize winner in the nonfiction category. This also comes with a $1,500 prize. The winner is The Naked Truth About Breast Cancer by Jane Marshall and illustrated by Harriet Shepard from Publishing Central. This book won in the Mind, Body, and Spirit category and was a finalist in Motivational. We have a video from the author Jane Marshall, which Molly will now play.
Hi, Jane Marshall, all the way from Melbourne in Australia, saying a huge thank you for this award. The funny thing about this book is that I never had any intention to write it. In fact, when I got breast cancer, I had a completely different book, almost ready to go to print. And then I woke up one day and realised I had written completely the wrong book and I had to start again. These awards mean so much to self-published authors, particularly first-time self-published authors, because you do secretly believe that all your friends and family are lying to you when they tell you that your book is good. So thank you very much for putting all of this behind to rest. But much more importantly, the validation of the award is going to help me get the book into the hands of more of the women who need it. And that was why I wrote the book in the first place. So for that, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. It's such a shame that I can't be there in person, but thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, John. As we draw to a close this evening, the awards ceremony portion of the evening will hear some final comments from Marilyn Allen, literary agent, before photos, and a live musical performance by our legendary musical guests. So first, let's hear from Marilyn.
What a wonderful ceremony this has been. I hope you all feel this honored as you should. This is a magic night. How many times in our life do we have special days like this? So soak it in. By a show of hands, who's working on the next books? All right! You gotta keep writing. I'm proud of all of you. You working on? Great. I see about half the room is working on new books. And I want to let you know that entries are now accepted for 2023. So if you're on that timeline, we can't wait to see your next projects. And hopefully we'll see you back for the next award ceremony. So I should do one final toast to all of you. I don't know if I have any champagne left, but metaphorically, I'm so proud of all of you. Keep writing, keep marketing, and again, if I can help you, just email me. So thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Marilyn. All right, this evening we have two professional photographers to take your photos with you and your book together, with one or more of our founders or co-chair. The two photographers will be coming on stage and will be on each side of this large banner behind me, more like over there to me. So for all winners and finalists who want their photo taken for our website and for your future use, we ask you to form two lines, one on each side of the stage. And when it's your turn to come up on stage with your book to get a photo taken, you can come up here. As soon as all the photos have been taken, we'll be having a live performance for you to celebrate our 15-year anniversary. And Catherine is going to come up and tell you a little bit more about our musical guests then. So, we will now break for photos. And congratulations again, everyone.
Yeah,